from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Winston now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Wide open receiver complete. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On the ready. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Walk 54. Walk 54.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Jordan Evans came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and goal, Murray, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hakeem Butler with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Winston. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action. Now it's Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The veteran Jason McCourty there to make sure that one didn't find its target. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jason McCourty, a safety blitz and a sack. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Patriots take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but
you don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day offense.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Winston. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. He was looking for Edelman there.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get that ball again. Let's get that ball right here.
Now they try the right side here. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Murray throwing on second down. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Cardinals push further out in front. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having a pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call a running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working out of the gun, Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Throwing, Winston. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch him go.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Now Winston. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The sack by Jordan Willis. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked Picked off at the 24. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. To throw is Winston. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second and goal.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. They go play action. Winston looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Evans once again the intended receiver, but now it's third and goal.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Let's go. 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Second down, Murray sets to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, third and long.
Check Mike, 99. 3 buzz.
Murray with a third and long. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
At their own 41-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Edelman, the intended receiver that time, but now it'll be third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
New England on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Play action now. Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here. Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there.
Bang, 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 bang.
Now Murray off play action. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
And that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, Winston. And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots get a score closer. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. 1st down, Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Arizona. 45 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Andy Isabella was the intended target. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Here's Winston. And he floats one there, incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. He completes it right side to White. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. from the gun. Winston. And able to find Dorsett. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Winston now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back. 36, 36.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Michael Bennett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Murray. Room to run inside the 40. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. A 1st down carry here for Johnson.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 8-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, here's Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 1.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Hakeem Butler with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he? And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. On 3rd down, Winston. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead is now an even 30. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On 2nd down now. It's White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where was that all game?" Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pair their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To try again after the sack. Winston. And a catch right side by Evans.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Ready? White 25. Let him know, let him know. White. Slam, come on. Match ball.
Winston on 3rd and 2. And now here's another interception. Picked off around the 37. So he actually goes back about 9 yards on the return. But the interception is clean, and they have the pigskin, and they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the back? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's John Simon with a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hot 7. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Now Murray. Throw left side complete to Isabella. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. On first down, it's Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Time to end it. You must be dreaming.
Throwing on second down. Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
He's going to rifle one deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
After the sack on first down, Winston eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. Hassan Reddick in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 24-yard line.
Ready? Ready? Watch tight end.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He completes it to Evans. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, Are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw it, Murray. He'll let this go for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On 1st and 10, Winston. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One last shot now for Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together?